Hey, it's Cosmo Solutions 8. I want to share something with you that I found yesterday. I was actually targeted via Facebook. Ashamed to admit it. And it was with this guy who was selling SOPs, checklists for Google Ads management. And I've seen stuff like this come across my desk before, and normally I'm like, you know what, this is just a bunch of PLR garbage, which is like private label content that they just package up and then resell in order to get, build your list. But his ad copy was so compelling. And I was just really impressed by it. He had this whole Star Wars reference about how Han and Chewie had a checklist, and you need one too, and whatever. So I was like, all right, I'm going to pony up $100, which is what it cost. And I was super impressed. Full disclosure, I'm not an affiliate at all. I don't even know if he has an affiliate program. I just was A, impressed with his offering, and then B, blown away by the amount of value he provided. And it's all Google Ads based. So even though he's maybe kind of even a pseudo-competitor of mine, I just feel like people that put stuff like this out deserve to be promoted. So I want to share with you what it is that I got, and you can go pony up $100 too if you feel like this is worth it. So it's God Tier Ads, and it's actually, let me show you this. It's this cat, Leake, and he's hysterical. Like when I subscribed to his list, his follow-up email was really funny, and I actually really like the way that he positions things and contextualizes things. And then he's got his own agency, which is also like, looks pretty impressive the way that they function. They actually take a percentage of your gross revenue, which I think is pretty bold for a number of reasons. It's not a business model that I'd ever want to pursue, and I don't know that I'd ever want to engage a vendor this way, but I think it's pretty cool that, he's doing what he's doing. He's got this really cool Mad Libs form. Anyway, I just like the way he shows up to the world. It's worth subscribing to because he's got some pretty good content. But this is what he's selling. So you get the God Tier Ads for $99, and then when you actually purchase it, this is everything that you receive. So they're like, there's just all these downloads, and again, at first glance, I looked at this and I was like, I wonder how much quality is really here. So I'm going to show you. Here's everything that we got, and it's substantial. So here are all these scripts that I don't know, to be honest with you, how useful they're going to be for me, given our technical infrastructure and then just the team that we have accessible to us. But depending on who you are and how you use Google Ads, I think this could be pretty significant value. But I think the coolest thing, I guess I'm going to check the links first. So here's the primary checklist that he gave. And it's awesome. It's awesome. Like we have SOPs internally that we run. We've got a whole slate of Asana projects. But I'm looking at some of the stuff that he has here. I'm like, gosh, we actually don't have that in our checks and balances. And some of it is a little obscure, opaque, or whatever. Like he's done a really deep dive here. But it's just phenomenal content. This alone, in my mind, is worth $100. If I saw somebody with this and they said, "Hey, I'll sell this to you for $100," I'd take it. And then I did exactly what you would probably do as a business owner. I just dropped this on my technical team. I was like, guys, go brush up our SOP, see what it is that we're missing. But like really amazing content. And then I actually like the way that it's positioned. It's showing you frequency of check, any additional notes or context that he has, and the notes end up being really valuable, I think. Prioritized by impact, any what would I say? Supporting documents, and then supporting links. So amazing piece of information. What I actually kind of plan on doing, to be honest with you, is putting this in front of new hires. I want our new hires to go through something like this because it's just really comprehensive way to check Google Ads. And I like his paradigm. That's the other thing too. So like he's got all of this content, and so what I started to wonder is like, well, how smart are you really at Google Ads? Are you just a guy that like scripts stuff? And what was the one? Let's check his match type, I think was the one that I was impressed by. So, a lot of what he says is, in my mind, like high-level, high-end thought leadership. This is my favorite mention, is she's talking about broad match is the devil. And he goes, a lot of experts are saying that broad match, never use broad match keywords. What's funny is I used to say this. I was one of these guys. And yes, it was a sweeping generalization, but it was a sweeping generalization that was sweepingly true. And yet, he's kind of stumbled upon broadimation the same way we have, and this is new. So this feels really updated to me. And in my experience, most people in my industry are still fighting this. So the fact that he's kind of, being nimble and aligned, I think is really impressive. And then again, look at the value of this content. I mean, this is unreal. And look at how many of them you get. I won't open all of them because I don't want to, let the cat out of the bag. Hopefully the guy wouldn't be offended. I'm sitting here trying to promote him. But he's just got like an amazing amount of content here for like no money, for $100. So if I think this is especially applicable for agency owners. This would be really hard for a DIYer, I think, to take, and it would be a little overwhelming. But I mean, you could begin to extract value out of it piecemeal. So I'll drop the link to the landing page in the description of this video, and check them out. And again, I just feel like folks that over deliver that way deserve to be patted on the back a little bit, kudos and props and all that good stuff. So anyway, I'll keep trying to bring you the cool Google Ads resources that I find. Hopefully someday I get to be a cool Google Ads resource for you. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to see one every day, comment if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or confessions. Otherwise, I'm going to see you tomorrow.